Am I the jerk for snapping at my mother and my special brother? Throughout my life, I've resented the fact that my brother, who has several mental conditions, gets praised for nearly everything he doses, while I can't seem to get our parents to notice any of my hard work or accomplishments. However, I think recently I reached my limit. I had entered a creative writing short story contest at my college, and I was chosen to be in the final 10. I was going to read my story in front of a group of judges and an audience that included my brother and mother. My dad had to work. I was given the 8th slot to read my story, but around the 6th story, my brother started making a lot of noise, and my mother had to leave to calm him down, causing her to miss both my reading of my story and me receiving an award for my work. I thought certainly my parents would have to be proud of a trophy, but when I texted my mom to bring the car around, she was too focused on my brother to say anything to me. But what really stung was when she said, "I'm proud of you for calming down so quickly." I heard this while I was outside the car pumping gas. I told her, perhaps not in the most calm tone, that it's stupid to praise the one who ruined everything and not the one who won a trophy. And she said what she always does: "He has special needs, you should be more supportive." I told her he ruined my big day and how I wanted her to see me as a winner, and apparently my shouting caused my brother to have one of his seizures. His flailing arm knocked my trophy out of the car, cracking it against the cement of the gas station. It was made of glass. Finally, I lost it and said nasty things to both of them before walking to a friend's house to spend the night on his couch. All I wanted was a verbal acknowledgement of my hard work and accomplishment, but today was a total bust. I'm typing this before I turn in for the night, and I'm not looking forward to going home and seeing whatever punishment I'm going to face for my outburst. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Am I the jerk for asking my roommate not to chop down a memorial plant to my grandparents? Growing up, my now deceased grandparents had a very beautiful garden with this huge, luscious geranium plant. After their deaths, the house was sold and the garden destroyed. But I took cuttings from that geranium and grew them in a pot for the purpose of planting in my own home. One day, almost a decade later, we finally had our own place, and the now healthy plant was put backyard by the door so it could be easily seen as a tribute to them. 6 years after that, it was such a lush, beautiful plant. I was proud of that. Was a highly sentimental tribute to my grandparents' memories. But then one day, I go in the backyard to discover they took a weed whacker to the plant all the way to its base. Geraniums are hardy plants, but the amount that was chopped all at once, in the wrong season and with the wrong tools, made its recovery uncertain. I was devastated by this, but gave them the benefit of the doubt that they just didn't understand its significance to me. I explained it to them, and we agreed they would not touch the plant again in the unlikely event it grew back and would instead come ask me to trim it back properly if they felt it was getting into walkways or something. Several months later, it started growing back again, and I was so happy and hopeful about it. But this morning, I walked outside to once again see it had been hacked at with a weed waker. I admittedly reacted emotionally to the continued damage to the memorial and sent a message reminding them not to touch it again. They responded by saying I was being ungrateful for the effort they put into doing the yard work and insinuated I was at fault for not doing it myself. But they never voiced any concerns about the way it was growing, and like we agreed, and even if he had, I would have told him it was too soon to do any more extensive trims when it was still recovering from the first time. I feel betrayed and disrespected by this, and they're saying I'm being unreasonable and making a big deal over something that is just a plant, despite me telling them repeatedly it's so much more than that and is a precious, irreplaceable memorial that they keep destroying. So am I the jerk? And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Am I the jerk for not going to a kid-free wedding because I have no one else to stay with my kid? Long story short, my niece is having a kid-free wedding, which I totally respect their point of view on why they don't want any kids. It's no kids across the board. To my knowledge, my 7 years old isn't allowed to come, but all of our family will be at the wedding. So I have no one to watch him. Not my parents, my husband's parents, my siblings, etc. He is young for sleepovers as well, so I feel like I can't leave him to go. My husband offered to stay home for the weekend, and I can go alone, but I don't want to go alone. I hate doing things alone, and my husband is my best friend, so I went in there. My niece acted like I was awful for not sending my son off somewhere for the weekend with someone he doesn't know. I don't allow sleepovers for obvious reasons, so it feels like a lose-lose situation. It's going to cause a huge divide in my family if I don't attend. I am going to choose my child first, which would mean my husband not coming, but then I will be alone, so I would rather not go and be away from my family. My son is an only child and has never been away from us unless it was with grandparents or aunts uncles for a weekend, here and there, which he's fine with. I feel bad, and I know it's going to cause issues in my immediate family that won't be forgiven. So am I the jerk? And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.
You